In this video, we're going to learn about the favorite elements, a feature that is exclusive to mobile development. We're also going to learn about creating lists that contain the user's favorites. We're going to use the user's favorite albums as an example for this app feature. So to do this, we're going to come here to this screen. This screen lists all the albums that this app contains. This screen allows us to access each album's detail page, as well as allowing the user to mark which albums are their favorites. So all you have to do is come to this list and then come here to UI Objects and select Favorite Elements, which can be found here. However, we do need to be careful when adding the favorite elements to our layout. We need to make sure that none of the parent elements contain a link, as this element is programmed to respond when the user clicks. So if the user clicks on this element here, a value will be saved that indicates the user's preference. So if you click this item again, the value will be altered, and this will no longer show up in the user's preferences. So if there was another link associated to this element, every time the user clicked, they would be redirected to that link address, rather than functioning correctly and saving the user's preferences. Once we have placed this element wherever we would like to place it, we can then start to customize it. So we need to think about how we want this element to appear. So if we want this element to indicate when it is selected and not selected, we should customize its default and current states. The default state, in this case, has had its background customized, as you can see, with an outlined star. If we come here to this drop-down and we visit the current state, we can see that another image was selected, an image of a solid star. So the user will see this image when they click the Favorites button, as long as there is no parent element or link attached to either of those states. The app will take care of everything else. So now, if I want to create a list that shows all the user's favorite items, all we have to do is come here to the sitemap and we're going to change screen. We're going to come to this favorite screen and a previously created screen. I've created this screen beforehand, but you'll have to create this screen for yourself. There are no differences between this screen and the previous one. So on this screen, we can find what we need to create a dynamic list of albums. As in this case, we're looking to create a dynamic list of the user's favorite albums. Once you have done this, you'll need to create a filter. We need to filter this list indicating which items are the user's favorites. So to do this, all you have to do is select the Flex layout, come here to the data panel, and here in this filter area, we're going to create a filter. I'm going to create a filter in Add Filter, and then I'm going to select the attribute I want to filter by. So what we want to do is create a filter that will only show us the items that are the user's favorites. So I'm going to click this item. I'm going to add a condition. In this case, the condition would be the user's favorites. So we want to see all of the items that are stored in favorites. So that's all you have to do. In this case, we can see that all of the album entries disappear as none of these have been added as a favorite by the user, and because no one has used the app yet or clicked the favorite button to enable any album as a favorite. So as you can see, it's very simple and easy to create a favorites function in an app.